As a Wacoan myself, I've had a lot of birthday dinners, a lot of graduation dinners at Ninfa's right across the street here on Franklin.
And for us, conveniently located right across the aisle from us in the corner.
I'm looking at the fajitas right now as I'm talking to you guys. The Guttersnake, Izzy James.
So you ready for another title match?
Well, I think Izzy's song says it all because every match he has is a ride.
And the Guttersnake, Izzy James, the first of 2 challengers for Exodus Prime's Hot Network Championship here in this triple threat match.
The other one,
Izzy comes to us straight from the gutters of Houston, Texas.
he's a snake in the gutters of Houston. That's a lot of humidity down there.
It is. But it should prepare him for a match like this, triple threat action, Hot Network Championship on the line, as Izzy James looks to take that title away from this man right here, the final boss, Exodus Prime. The champion is coming out second.
That's crazy.
I expected Tatum Manning to be the next man out, but
1 in a million.
apparently not.
1 in a million. Tatum Manning should have been the next one out. So, do you think something happened to Tatum? Do you think this has now changed to where it's just a one-on-one? It's a singles match?
Oh no, nobody's told me anything. If so, but I guess maybe we'll find out.
I was in the back earlier and I never saw Tatum come in. You know, usually he comes up, gives me a hug, says hello. You know, he's one of the first ones to come in and tell me hi, but I never saw him. So, do you think something may have happened to him?
Well, as the Hot Network champion, Exodus Prime makes his way out here, regardless whether it's just Izzy James or if it's Izzy James and Tatum Manning. I guarantee you the final boss is more than prepared to defend his gold.
Never seen Exodus back down from a challenge. It doesn't matter if this is one-on-one or if they found somebody else back there to take Tatum's place if he's not here. I guarantee you he's ready to go. He's going to stare him straight in the eye, spit in their face, and he's going to fight for his title.
Oh yeah, Exodus Prime, not the kind of competitor that's going to be worried about whatever odds might be against him. He'll take on all comers, and he's more than willing to put that Hot Network title on the line against them.
It looks like the referees are going over something. It looks like they just
might be right.
ring announcer Matt Fish or something.
Maybe something did happen to Tatum Manning.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have just been informed due to unforeseen circumstances, 1 in a million Tatum Manning will not be in attendance tonight.
Oh.
However, Hot Pro Wrestling Management has found a suitable replacement.
Who do they get to replace
suitable
him?
replacement. Tatum Manning not. Oh my God.
Oh no!
Is
this who I think it is?
This is the suitable replacement?
Oh! Sky de LaCrimosa, the Texas Chainsaw!
Sky de LaCrimosa apparently has been added in place of Tatum Manning.
In a group called Excessive Violence, this guy is excessively violent. Tyler, we've kept an eye on him for a long time. We've seen a lot of his matches, and we've seen him absolutely tear people apart.
Literally and figuratively.
I mean, he's called the Texas Chainsaw. You don't just call a guy that because he won a match or two.
Yes.
You call a guy that because he's done some damage.
Sky de LaCrimosa, the wild card now thrown into the mix.
The wild card, to say the least, this guy is unhinged. This guy is not right in the head, Tyler Foster.
You look at the faces of both Izzy James and Exodus Prime. Obviously, not what they were expecting here. They were looking for Tatum Manning. Instead, you get the Texas Chainsaw, Sky de LaCrimosa.
I don't think there are 2 wrestlers that are more opposite than 1 in a million Tatum Manning and the Texas Chainsaw, Sky de LaCrimosa.
You mentioned excessive violence as the lifestyle Sky de LaCrimosa lives by.
I mean, he came to the ring with a bat with chainsaw blades stuck in it. Like, this guy is here to do some damage and absolutely ruin somebody's day.
This Exodus and Izzy taking turns.
They're gonna have to.
Trying to put a dent in the Texas Chainsaw.
Like I said, this man is borderline not human. This man is unhinged. This is basically an animal.
And Exodus Prime diving through the ropes there with a little aid from Izzy James. For the moment, getting the advantage on LaCrimosa. Oh, what is Izzy doing? Look at this.
He's going to capitalize. Go flying. Tope con hilo.
Izzy James wiping out both of his opponents. They get a triple threat match. Of course, no disqualifications, no countouts.
And also, the champion doesn't have to lose in order to lose.
It's not Exodus Prime. He's got to be aware of everything that's going on around him at all times. That Sky could pin Izzy, Izzy could pin Sky, and Exodus Prime loses his title without even being involved in that decision. That's just the treacherous rules that you find in a triple threat situation. And Izzy James now up and over, back into the ring. Ducks under the clothesline of Prime. Springboard, cross body. Can he keep Prime? No. Exodus able to kick out at 2.
Everybody in this match having a ton of experience is going to make this. This is the reason I said, Tyler, that this would be the match to watch for match of the night. Because you've got a lot of athleticism, you've got a lot of experience, and you just have now the wild card that is Sky de LaCrimosa. What will Hot Pro Wrestling do next?
Yeah, you want to talk about an on-the-fly game plan change if you're Exodus Prime and Izzy James, going from preparing for Tatum Manning to preparing for Sky de LaCrimosa. That's completely different things.
That's a completely different animal. That's a completely different fight to try to prepare for. Because with Tatum Manning, there's at least some sort of strategy you can have. Against Sky de LaCrimosa, all the best you can do is survive and wait for an opening to strike.
How do you prepare for somebody who's as unpredictable as De La Cremosa is? The belly-to-back suplex on the Hot Network champion. Could this be it? Sky hooking the leg,
just
only able to get 2.
Saito suplexes left and right.
Izzy James back in. Cover on Sky. Nope. Only able to get a 2 count. The Guttersnake
with a senton right after. Interesting.
It was a nice combo from Izzy James, but not enough to keep De La Cremosa down. And as you and I are both very well aware, it takes a lot to keep De La Cremosa down.
Oh, it's going to take an absolute beatdown. It's going to take... Somebody's going to have to walk him out into traffic on Franklin Avenue and wait for a car to hit him to keep him down for 3.
A big lariat from De La Cremosa there. Izzy James able to kick out at 2. Enziguri from Exodus Prime.
Barely staggers him. He's still on his feet. Exodus.
Prime face first. Down goes De La Cremosa. The final boss. He was going for the cover. He saw Izzy James coming.
Little interesting backbreaker.
Inverted backbreaker from the final boss. Prime charging in on James in the corner. A big back elbow from the final boss, Exodus Prime. Sending Izzy James to the opposite corner. Charging in, but up and over the top goes Prime. Still throwing shots from the ring apron. Now here comes De La Cremosa. Exodus Prime fighting off both of his challengers.
He's just probably doing everything he can just to try to keep both men out of the fight at the same time.
See Exodus Prime there diving through the ropes into the cover on James. He caught Sky de LaCrimosa almost in a spear on the way in.
A spear and a splash. That sounds like something you get at the bar down the road.
You might get it over at concessions in the front too. I'm not sure.
Yeah, with Ninfa's catering, you might.
And now you got Exodus Prime, Izzy James exchanging shots back and forth in the middle of the ring. But here comes De La Cremosa. He just changed the game, getting himself involved.
These guys going back and forth, just throwing shots left and right. Really
all
focusing
3
on
competitors.
LaCrimosa.
I think Izzy James and Exodus Prime have realized that they need to take the Texas Chainsaw out of the equation here.
You know what they say, Tyler? The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Look at this.
Oh my God! A double German suplex.
Everybody,
I'm speechless.
Everybody getting a German suplex there. Sky de LaCrimosa throwing. I don't know who got the worst of that.
Well, obviously it wasn't Sky. I mean, he was the one that gave the entire thing. I think Exodus, due to the leverage of being the man on the end, probably got the most hang time and the most impact.
And now you got all 3 competitors trying to get back to their feet. As Prime is up, Sky, Izzy James, all 3, and they're right back.
Right back to throwing shots.
Who's going to drop first? Who's going to get the advantage?
This has devolved from a wrestling match to just a straight-up fight.
Sky, he has got both opponents by the throat. Double choke slam.
Double choke slam by Sky de LaCrimosa.
And this could be the moment for the Texas Chainsaw to walk away with the Hot Network Championship. As James and Prime both regrouping on the floor. What is this?
Oh my God, he flies! The Texas Chainsaw flying out of the ring, taking out both competitors.
What a dive from Sky de LaCrimosa.
You know, he saw them do it earlier in the match and said, you know what, that seems like a good idea. I'm going to do it myself now.
It looked like fun. He had to try it, and he did successfully. And now he has got Izzy James hooked up. Death by stereo. No, Izzy James able to escape.
Another choke slam? Nope. Oh, choke slam into a power slam.
Exodus Prime, though, quickly seeing what was happening, getting back in, saving his championship. He saw it slipping away. Prime had to stop that 3 count from happening, and now the final boss measuring de LaCrimosa.
Mass
Springboard.
Exodus.
Mass Exodus from the champion, covering.
Oh, the Guttersnake barely breaks it up. It was 2 7/8, Tyler. He almost kept his title.
Izzy James barely getting there in the nick of time, but now could this be the opportunity? No, James had Prime on his shoulders. The final boss escapes. He's got him up again.
Oh.
The rolling Death Valley driver from James hooks the leg.
And Sky breaks up the pin.
These guys exchanging near falls here that look like they could have done it in a one-on-one situation. Probably would have, but you got that third competitor you got to worry about.
Dodges the boot, springboard into the enziguri.
James bouncing right back into the
Mass Exodus on top of Sky.
And now Exodus Prime hooking the arms of Izzy James. The Contra code from Prime.
Using Izzy James as a weapon. 3. There's Exodus Prime retains. He used Izzy James as a weapon.
Using all of his opponents to his advantage was the Hot Network champion, Exodus Prime.
You know, a lot of times in a match like this, you just have to get creative and come up with something on the fly. And I don't know that I've ever seen someone come up with something more creative than just using one of your opponents as a weapon to take out the other opponent.
You saw what was happening right before that. All the near falls broken up by somebody else. Exodus Prime found a way to get a 2 for 1. Wait a minute.
Oh, wait. Terrell Tempo.
That's Terrell Tempo.
See, Terrell Tempo just attacked Exodus Prime from behind.
He just wiped out the Hot Network champion, Exodus Prime.
I told you.
What is Terrell Tempo doing out here?
He's done messing around. He's here to make himself known. And the best way to do that is come in, take out one of the champions, make all these people remember, regardless of whether it's good or bad, they're going to remember who he is.
I said earlier during Terrell Tempo's victory over Max Heights that at face first planning Exodus Prime, that Tempo, the only things he was here for were victories and championships. And
well,
he may have been calling his shot right here. Well, as you see, he's got the Hot Network title in his hands.
He's batting 500 for the night. He won his match in quite impressive fashion, and now he's out making a statement telling Exodus that he's coming for him. He's coming after that belt.
I think the point was made clear by Terrell Tempo that he wants Exodus Prime's Hot Network championship. And he has sent quite the message to the final boss here.
What a way to send that message. I mean, attacking the man from behind, and then just hitting that slingshot swing, whatever the flatliner. I don't even know what to call that thing. I'm gonna have to ask somebody later if he's got a name for it, because I don't even know what to call that maneuver.
You can ask Terrell Tempo, but he doesn't seem interested in talking to any of us.
I'm not gonna ask him. Did you see what he just did to Exodus?
Yeah,
I'm
Exodus
not
Prime.
speaking to him.
A hard-fought victory for Exodus Prime in that triple threat. Still your Hot Network champion, but after was the story here as Exodus Prime attacked from behind by the Terrell Tempo. And you gotta think this puts them on a collision course. It's going down the road here in Hot Pro Wrestling. Terrell Tempo clearly sending the message he wants Exodus Prime's Hot Network championship.